Is this your friend Brian?
Yeah, that's him and his little sister. He always kept it in his pocket.
The Wonder Years reboot, I guess that's what we're calling it, right? Has been rolling along quite nicely in its first season, carving out its own story without living in the shadow of the original. But last night, it revealed a major connection to the classic series.
We were still under fire, and I guess that's when I got hit.
In episode 19, Bruce, who returned injured from the Vietnam War, revealed that he earned his Bronze Star as he pulled men back to safety during an attack.
I called out to see if Brian was okay, but he didn't respond.
The name Brian might ring a bell.
And then it happened. I think we were about halfway to the front porch.
We learned of his death in the first episode of the original series when it premiered in 1988.
Brian Cooper was killed.
I should have been able to save my friend.
Oh my God, Grandma.
He won't get a chance to get married. He won't get a chance to have kids.
Brian was Winnie's brother, and his death led to Kevin consoling Winnie.
I'm sorry about Brian.
And that scene and their first kiss truly became a classic TV moment. It wasn't until the final scene of last night's episode, where Bruce was writing to Brian's family, that we truly got the wonderfully impactful way that this show is being connected to the original all these years later.
Looking at that picture of Brian and his sister, I felt a connection to them, too.
She's very pretty. What's her name?
Gwendolyn. But he called her Winnie.
Come on, that's an emotional gut punch. That got me. So yeah, what does Danica McKellar, who played Winnie, think of audiences learning more of Winnie's story 35 years later? Series creator Saladin K. Patterson tells Deadline, Danica has been supporting us since day one. So when we knew we're going to do this Easter egg, we reached out to her to make sure she would be okay with it. She immediately said she felt it was a wonderful idea and was very supportive, and she was more than happy to have us use her photo. Fred Savage, who is an executive producer of this reboot, has been very conscious to let this parallel Wonder Years story stand on its own, but he thought it was a very powerful and respectful way to have the lineage overlap. Both of us also recognize that we are inheriting a lot of the tone and the feel and what was great about the original, and we wanted to pay our respects to that. Yeah, I think it was a really powerful and subtle way of acknowledging the connection between these stories, and it's cool to know, yeah, that these truly are parallel stories happening, and actually this connection through the character of Bruce was something that was part of the pitch for this reboot. So yeah, this was very well planned out. Now, there are no future plans for these kind of like connections, but we'll see. But yeah, what was your reaction to the Wonder reveal?